Hello Toyota fans, Ben and Daniel once again for a brand new edition of Test Drive Tuesday, the brand new 2024 Land Cruiser First Edition. Why don't you come along with myself and Daniel? We'll just drive this particular vehicle today around the lot for a little bit of a test drive, but we're also going to dig deep into the specs of this particular vehicle.
Welcome back, guys. Let's get to it.
Test Drive Tuesdays. Test Drive Tuesdays.
Welcome back, guys. Test Drive Tuesday, the all-new 2024 Land Cruiser. It just got here literally today, and this one is the limited edition, first edition, that we're only going to get a handful of. This might be the only one that we get. This one's actually already pre-sold, but the dealership and the owner are letting us do a quick Test Drive Tuesday video of the new Land Cruiser. And also, just a shout out to the comments on the last video. Thank you so much for interacting and commenting, guys. Please do that below. It helps make us better and have the right specs for you guys. These new vehicles dropping, all these new specifications, we want to make sure and get it as accurate as possible for you guys. So thanks for watching. Talking about the front end of the Land Cruiser. The first ever Land Cruiser was made in 1951, and it's really cool to see that they kept the heritage style Toyota grille. You've got the TSS radar cruise control drop down so you can retain the Toyota. I mean, just a very iconic front end. The front end of this vehicle reminds me of a little bit of FJ Cruiser-ish vibes, but again, a throwback to the original 1951, 1958 Land Cruiser, which there is a 1958 edition. So as the trim ladder goes up, you've got 1958. The middle trim is just called the Land Cruiser, and then the other trim is this first edition. So I'm not exactly sure the production of this exact spec. Hopefully we see more of them. This may be limited run. We're not sure just yet. But as you can see, the front end, very iconic. You've got the projector style low and high beam wrapped in a very nice LED halo graphic. We might get that to turn on here in a minute. You've got fog lights down here by a company that's very well known in the off-road space, Rigid Industries. Those actually feature a white LED and also an amber LED. A lot of your off-road enthusiasts like amber LEDs because in a dusty environment it doesn't reflect light as much as a white LED, so you may want to switch to your ambers. It's pretty cool that comes from the factory. To the front, these things are an 18-inch black alloy straight from the factory, giving you that really cool heritage off-road look, wrapped in a Nitto Ridge Grappler tire, a really premium style tire. Really nice black color, glossy black finish to this paint, matching the roof as well. One of the things I missed, Ben, was this mud flap here is very functional. It's got a strut here, so in case you hit a rock or something off-road, it'll actually flex and bend and give you a little bit. This is kind of a dual purpose step bar slash rock slider. So typically off-roading, if you are in between your axles there and hit a rock, you're really trying to protect your quarter panel. Well, these things allow rocks and debris to slide right over there and not cause damage to your really expensive Land Cruiser. So really cool to see that. But also when you go into it, you can kind of use that as a quasi step as well, mostly just a rock slider. Going around to the middle of the vehicle, included in the first edition is this really nice fancy cargo rack slash roof rail accessory. Really cool detail. The gas cap is released from the inside, big oversized gas cap. Really cool to see. And I don't know if this will work. It works since it's unlocked. You've got a button here that is soft touch, blends into the back of the vehicle. This is your rear hatch. Really nice to see that detail. So in case I have this area packed full of luggage or off-road accessories, I can reach into here and grab something without having to open the full tailgate. Really nice detail. I'm going to close this here. Looks like I've got a nice rear spoiler with an integrated third brake light. Again, one-piece windshield wiper. This cover here, if you don't like this look of this cover, this actually retains your tow package. So you can take this off, but for aesthetics, it gets shipped this way. So if you're doing some cruising in town, you can have all this blend in seamlessly. Really nice feature. Aggressive tread pattern. Again, this is equipped with the 2.4 liter iForce Max hybrid only. That's the only available powertrain, 8-speed automatic transmission. These only come in all-wheel drive version, so you can't get one that's two-wheel drive. Pretty cool, reminiscent of like a Jeep Wrangler. They don't make a two-wheel drive Jeep. Now they don't make a two-wheel drive Land Cruiser, so it's cool that they retain that in the heritage of this vehicle. Nice big bold badging back here. The same Land Cruiser font you'll find on all the previous generations. And let's check out the engine, and we'll let Ben cover the interior. All right, guys, so finishing out the exterior of the vehicle, we'll get to that really sick tech on the inside really quick, but this is the engine compartment for the all-new 24 Land Cruiser. Something new for this year, which it's kind of neat that they did incorporate this same powertrain is available in the all-new 24 Tacoma that's coming out later this year. This is the 2.4 liter 4-cylinder iForce Max hybrid powertrain. So this is the only one that is available in the new Land Cruiser. You've got the benefits of the hybrid, so a little bit more horsepower. This is 326 horsepower, still retaining combined 23 miles per gallon highway on the engine. Again, it's really cool tech that's coming out from Toyota. It's kind of cool that it shares powertrains with the higher end of the Tacoma. You'll see here everything's really nice. You got your windshield wiper fluid, clear reservoir for your coolant, fuse box, air box over here. Looks like you may be able to modify this with some aftermarket accessories like air intake, cold air intake, stuff like that later down the road. This is the very first one we ever got, so really excited to drive it. Like we mentioned earlier, this one is pre-sold, so we're just going to keep it here inside the lot to retain the miles on this thing. You know, the customer is a big customer of ours. We want to make sure this thing is as in the wrapper as possible. Very reliable powertrain, really cool stuff. And let's go ahead and cover the interior and see what is all new for the Land Cruiser.
All right, Toyota fans, so we are actually going to go take a quick interior look before we dig into the technology and everything all about it. So let's go ahead and look at the back seat real quickly. Just look how spacious this baby is. Plenty of seating, and if you put the seats down, plenty of extra cargo space that you need back there. And this vehicle here has enough room for, I believe, 8 water bottles and 8 cups for your cup holder. So plenty of things to go put your things in when you have a meal and when you're inside this vehicle. Also, there are 6 USB charging ports inside this vehicle here. You got a couple in the back, as you can see right here. And you got your other control console back there. Looks like you can control your environment right back here as well. So those who like it hot, those who like it cold. Some are different in the back and different up front. So let's go ahead and check out the front seat. As you can see here, going up front, we got some heated and ventilated seats just for the front seats as well. Some extra charging ports just right over here. Wireless charging, touchscreen for your Apple CarPlay, and the other one for the Android as well over here. Plenty of cubby space. And the interior here, more rooms for your cups. And you got your glove box right here. And also, if you look above, you also have a sunroof or moonroof, whatever you want to call it. So a lot of goodies right there. We got power start key fob right here. Got ourselves a digital display as well. You know, everything that you need to know, our safety features that's on our steering wheel, alongside with the gas and trunk keys, right? Trunk button, my bad, right over there.
Gotta love the heritage badging again.
Of course.
Really cool.
Love that heritage. You have to stick to your heritage. It's always good about the heritage. So check out this feature here when it comes to our touchscreen. When we put the vehicle in reverse, look at this. Such great design, and it gets really great detail when you get to see if you're going forwards or backwards on this thing. And right in the bird's eye view, like, look at this. This piece of, if you just saw it just now, this piece of trash just flew right on by. There it is. It's actually right there, if you can see it. There's like good timing actually for this video. It was blew right into our screen in the bird's eye view, but you also saw that in the backup camera as well. So this is a very, very awesome feature that they offer here. But also check out this feature here. There's the volume button right here. where you control the music and all that, and it's actually more closer to your steering wheel than it is like over here by the air conditioning units as well. So it's a great way to kind of keep the driver focused and everything that you need right here. And we also got the environment buttons here. Not much of a turn knobs, but you can still control everything else that you can see right over here. All right, so check it out. We're gonna go ahead and get on reverse. Just go on backwards. Even though you do have the touchscreen feature, it's always good to drive like how it is normal. Look behind you, and of course the mirrors. I know it gets tempting just to look at the screen, but it's always good to include the original form of backing out your vehicle. Well, the speed bump right here, well, that is so stinking cool.
Oh, it's awesome.
All right, we are inside the dealership parking lot here.
Buckle up for safety.
Always buckle up for safety. Just go ahead and let's kind of circle around the dealership.
What's your initial impressions of the turning radius?
It is really, really good. Really smooth and really quick. We're going to do a sharp turn here. Look at that. We're going to pick up just a little bit of speed, but not too much. We got all this open space right now. More inventory will be coming. So please be ready for this summer with amazing models and great sales coming here at North Georgia Toyota. All right, let's do this turn. The ride is very smooth, very quiet engine because of these new hybrids. A lot more engines are gonna be a little more quiet. And like Daniel just opened up the sunroof. Gotta love this feature. Give you some extra sunlight, and probably you go ahead and open the door. And a hot Georgia day like this, I'm in Hollywood. Well, you're really in Dalton, Georgia. But Georgia's basically the new Hollywood, coming around out. All right. We're going to pull it over here. Daniel's probably going to get his initial thoughts, and then we'll wrap it up. Okay, so you can hear me over this way, but Daniel and I are going to be switching driver seats. We're going to pick up a quick look in the trunk. We all know Daniel opened up this feature here, but we're going to go ahead and open up this way. It's going to be between the Y and the O. Just put your fingers right between that. I just paused it.
We're going to leave that in there.
All right, sounds good.
Good safety feature. Kid friendly.
Exactly. Look at all this space. And the Land Cruiser signage right on it. And you can put the seats down for all that extra space that you need. Very cool.
Really cool thing about here is even the back seat passengers have cup holders, USB-Cs. These lay completely flat for easy loading of cargo or whatever adventures you're going to be doing in this thing. Rear sunshade for your cargo mat. First aid kit, which is really cool. That's included from Toyota. All-weather floor mats with storage, just a little bit of storage down here. That's your license plate for the front for those states that require front and rear license plate brackets. Really not a whole lot back here other than some cargo tie downs. You've got the 120 volt AC inverter back here, so an actual wall plug-in style mount. Really nice. Just a really nice spacious back area. And let's get in the front driver's seat and I'm gonna give you my first impressions. I want to close this so we can take advantage of the AC we got rolling in here. So like Ben mentioned, he mentioned a lot of the features. I'm just going to go over kind of what I see, first impressions of of the overall brand new interior of the 24 Land Cruiser. Just a whole lot going on here. I'll kind of break it down from the driver's side and go over. So on the driver's side, you've got a really, really generous shelf for your arm. Everything is soft touch in here. It's very luxurious. Of course, the Land Cruiser brand is in that upper, echelon of vehicles. So they've done a lot to it. There's a lot more affordable trims this year, but you still in this first edition, very, very nice features. Soft touch on the dash. You've got some hard surface up here. Again, soft touch down here where your arm's going to be. Really, really plush console area as well. On the driver's side, you've got 3-position memory seats. So if your wife, maybe a little bit, different stature than the husband or whatever the case is, you can go immediately to the 1, 2, 3 positional seats. Automatic windows, power rear view, looks like heated and blind spot monitoring in the side mirror. Again, that camera system is on the underneath. So on the center stack here, you can hit the view, and this will give you a 360-degree bird's eye view, which this is the most advanced version of this in the Intune system that I've ever seen. And bird's eye view has been around for several years now, probably 2016, 2015. Don't quote me on that, but it's been around for a while. Gives you a top-down view of the car. Super, super safe if you're in a parking garage, trying to get this in a shop, or even your local mechanic, if he's trying to, service this at a Toyota store, he can easily maneuver this around lifts and other vehicles and have confidence doing so. Digital display here with all of your, well-known safety features. You've got your radar cruise control, lane departure warning, again, controls for your radar cruise, the spaces between the car, more drive modes. On this side, it's more phone-centric. You've got the back button to call, the hands-free voice command, volume knob, seek, forward, all that stuff is on the left side. Really nice leather wrapped steering wheel, just a super, super comfortable feel here. You got your stalk that will also control the amber and the white light on the fog lights for the Rigid Industries lights, high-low beam. Here, of course, your standard windshield wiper. The really cool thing on the center stack here is your drive mode selector. So I will go to sport mode. One thing I did mention earlier when we were going over the engine is this is the iForce Max Hybrid. It is only 1 turbo, not twin turbo, 1 turbo on the engine. So just a correction there. The volume knob is really, really cool. That is up here. Probably one of, 95% of the time you're going to be twisting knobs. It's either for your air conditioning unit or your volume knob on your radio. So really cool that that's up here where you can keep, an eyesight, driver focused. It just keeps you safer. Again, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto on the 12-inch touchscreen. Dual zone climate. Now this interior, like Ben said, heated and ventilated seats. So you've got the AC and the heat right there. Auto, you can, each passenger can have his or hers climate control there. Wireless charger, more of the same here. Lightning chargers here for the USB-C. There's that reverse camera. So when I go into the multi-terrain select here, you've got, mud, sand, rock, and then you've got the downhill assist crawl control. Now this vehicle only comes in all-wheel drive configurations with the 8-speed automatic transmission. So it is in default high 4, which is obviously your high version of 4-wheel drive. You can push to go into 4-wheel low. You've got, it looks like a rear electronic locker. The stabilizer, the steering stabilizer, you can disconnect that all from the cabin. So the Land Cruiser really retains the off-road heritage and the functionality that you expect. So let's go ahead and drive this thing. I want to drive it here for you. Again, just more of the same that Ben told you guys. Extremely smooth. These new Toyotas that are coming out, these new suspensions, this all new redesign, it is truly incredible how nice this thing handles. Now, not a whole lot to complain about. Very, very responsive throttle, just like the Tacoma and the iForce Max. And you'll hear the chime there for the seat belt. So we will go ahead and do that for you. So that is to remind you to put your seatbelt on. But JBL sound system in the pillars here. You've got a dash cam option that is from Southeast Toyota. It's exclusive, so really nice to have peace of mind if you ever have an insurance claim. Looks like you've got a really thin frame rear view mirror with HomeLink. More controls up here as far as the sunroof. Looks like you're a dome light. Looks like LEDs as well. So again, man, just the 24 Land Cruiser, I think they absolutely knocked this out of the park. I'm excited to see the 1958 edition because it'll have cloth interior, more of an economical version of the Land Cruiser. I think it's going to put a lot more people behind the wheel. And again, Toyota killed it, man.
And before we wrap things up, Daniel turned on the lights, partnered with Rigid Industries. They look really, really nice on this vehicle. My friends, this is already a hot topic right now as we get out. We already got customers already just wanting to look at this vehicle. This is going to be a hot seller this particular summer, so I encourage you guys to come out to North Georgia Toyota. And Daniel and I were just talking about the price, and he told me that this particular model came out with $79K plus change, so let's roughly around $80K altogether for this particular Land Cruiser that we got here. We all hope this new owner loves it, because he's a great customer of ours, so he's going to love this vehicle. We certainly enjoyed our time.
Oh yeah,
just driving around, simply driving it around the lot. Very, very awesome vehicle. Be sure that you are subscribed to our YouTube channel and our Facebook, and of course, we just started our Instagram page once again, so follow us there as well. We also got a podcast that we just dropped, and we're going to start dropping those like maybe every other Monday, or just depends. So just be sure to tune in on Mondays for that podcast once again on YouTube and Spotify. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Like, comment, get subscribed, and we will catch you on the next one.